Hey, what's up, guys? So we just recently took a little trip to West Virginia, the Hatfield-McCoy trails. I've since had my Can-Am 700 XT Max, and we liked it so much that we went out and got a Can-Am Outlander 700, not XT, not the Max, just the single regular basic Can-Am, because we were just really Can-Am fans at this point. All right, so this largely has the same amount of specs and features as my Can-Am, but this one's my wife's specifically. So there's not a whole lot of differences, but as you'll see by the title of the video, unfortunately we already had one accident with this. So I'll explain what happened real quick, and I'll let you guys see exactly what damage was dealt. So we're on the black trails of the Hatfield-McCoy trails in West Virginia. These trails were specifically located on Indian Ridge. So if anybody's familiar with the Indian Ridge trails of West Virginia, go ahead and comment down below how you felt about them. So we were mostly on the blue and green trails for the majority of the day, until we decided to get a little bit brave and hit the black trails. And I'll tell you, the first black trail that we hit was the last black trail that we hit. Everything was smooth sailing about a quarter of the mile in, and then we come around a turn. Great big hill, pretty straight up, really deep ruts. I felt pretty confident in taking that hill, but I knew that a lot of people were going to have some issues with it, even with our our side-by-sides in our pack. So coming up the hill, we have a big shelf, or rock shelf. I hit the rock shelf, two wheels come off the ground. My Can-Am sits back down, I come up over it. Everybody gets up the hill, my wife comes last. She hits that same rock shelf, but this time it rolls the four-wheeler. Luckily, she was able to get off the four-wheeler and escape it, but it did roll several times down the hill. And I thought for sure that she was messed up and so was the bike, but luckily we came out pretty unscathed. She got a couple of scratches and bruises, and to be honest, that's all the Can-Am got as well. You know, a little bit of plastics were messed up, bent the rack a little bit. These Can-Ams are pretty tough, and they seem to be pretty durable so far. I've got a lot of things that I want to talk about, and I'll probably discuss that in the next video about how good these are as trail bikes. But I'm going to show you guys what damage was actually dealt to the Can-Am here. So the first thing that got messed up was our plastics here. These were actually pushed in and dented, and you can see they're marred up my wife's rack a little bit. All right, so it also scratched the plastic up quite a bit. Took our Can-Am decal and marred that up. And if you can see from the back, the rack is actually pushed down, smushed down a little bit on the right side. It literally had flipped end over end, and we thought for sure that our handlebars would be messed up. You can see this hit every side of our Can-Am and cracked just about every piece of plastic. So some of you know that these Outlanders are not just brand new to us, but brand new to the market. I think the Outlanders came out a couple of months ago. So if you don't know, that means the parts are going to be extremely hard to get. We've already asked for new plastics from our local dealer, and they said it's going to be months before we get them in. But all in all, Can-Am runs fine, still runs great. We didn't even lose that much oil, so I think engine-wise, drivetrain-wise, we're good to go. So we're going to be looking to get some new plastics and probably some new racks on here soon enough. But as for now, I'm definitely going to say kudos to Can-Am for being tough and durable so far.